A new season always brings new expectations, but the expectation for the Arizona State Sun Devils is to always beat the Arizona Wildcats. Welcome out to Mullet Arena here in Tempe, Arizona. I'm Ryan Stern. Joined alongside me is Mark Gutowski. Mark, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great this afternoon. How about you?
Absolutely fantastic. It's a lovely day for hockey. We are inside in the 68-degree weather. Outside, not so cool, about 100 degrees. So we're glad to be here. It is the University of Arizona who bring in a 3-0-0 record, undefeated with 3 consecutive wins. Meanwhile, Arizona State 0-1-0. The only loss came last time out against these same Wildcats. We will step aside real quick for the playing of the national anthem. We have officially crossed our T's and dotted our I's. Welcome back into Mullet Arena here in Tempe, Arizona, on the site of the Arizona State Sun Devils. I'm Ryan Cirk. Alongside me, Mark Gutowski. We'll get you the goalkeeping matchup first. For the Arizona Wildcats, in goal will be Adam Stevenson, making his second appearance of the year. Last time out against San Diego State, he went the full match with 20 saves with 2 goals allowed, the native of Chandler, Arizona. And meanwhile, for the Sun Devils, it's Anthony Bonaldi, who has yet to make an appearance so far in 2024. We are just moments away from puck drop. And here we go. The Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the Arizona Wildcats here in Tempe. for the opening faceoff. It's won by the Sun Devils. A loose puck corralled by the Cats, who get into the offensive zone. Some bodies hitting the deck. A little slow to get up as one of the Cats. And here we go the other way. Sun Devils on the full attack. Into the blue area and into the back of the net it goes. Sliding one way and sliding the ball, or the puck the other way. Trevor Kennedy gets the opening goal here in 2024 for the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Like you were mentioning, it's the first goal of the season as well. As Friday night's game, they had 0 goals.
A fantastic start to this afternoon's game. Just 21 seconds into it, Sun Devils lead 1-0. So Trevor Kennedy gets his first goal of 2024, and the Sun Devils are off the mark. Big hit. Now the Wildcats will just send the puck down deep. Corralled in the defensive zone by Marchant. The starters for the Sun Devils. The front line was Trevor Kennedy, Ben Chase, and Carson Kush. And the back two of Cade Olson and Ty Marchant. Now we have a onslaught of subs coming on for the Sun Devils as the Wildcats collect deep inside their own territory. Well, their starters this afternoon, Carter Hanrahan alongside Justin Hughes and Tyler Shetland. The back two of Chris McGovern and John Baird with Adam Stevenson in goal. Just a minute played so far. What's your opening thoughts, Mark?
I'm thinking ASU comes off strong, and they're going to have that momentum coming into this period. And especially this game, they definitely set the tone early for this game. I think they're going to have a great game tonight either way.
Absolutely. It's always good to start off on the front foot. And here they come again, the Sun Devils trying to go through into the attacking zone was Matthew Gross, but he's cut off. Now trying to defend behind their own net. And now an opportunity to rest just a little bit, 2 minutes in. Robinson open here on the near side if Sun Devils want to break out quickly. Taking their sweet time and setting up an offensive play. Here we go. Hamlin had it. He launches it up forward. And now wide open here on the near side. Stonias, who gets it taken away. Puck sent in. And now behind the net, the Wildcats can break. There'll be a penalty issued. So the opening power play for the Wildcats. As we look at that replay. It was Ian Erdman issued for cross-checking. So power play for the Wildcats. They did score on Friday on the power play. That was their third goal. So we'll see if the Sun Devils can kind of react and keep them at bay here. Ball or puck that found the goalkeeper, the netminder of Stevenson on a cleared puck. Now the Wildcats with the advantage numerically. Into a dangerous spot, cleared away by the Sun Devils. Puck ends up in the air. Now a lot of offensive ice time for the Wildcats to set up a shot. Just missed. That was Chioka on the shot. He gets it again. Of substitutes to come on.
Looking at the replay, that was a beautiful... I'm echoing a little bit. That was a beautiful glove save. Looks like he tracked that puck perfectly, especially with all that traffic in front of the net.
And Mark, you are a hockey guy at heart. When you have a chance on the power play, what do you want to do? And then on the penalty kill, what do you want to do?
Penalty kill, all you're trying to do is gas the power play, and they have a goal.
And a power play goal by the Wildcats. It was Jack Curl who launched that puck into the top corner. We're all tied at 1 goal apiece.
Anyways, like I was saying on the power play, if you're on the power play, what you're trying to do is just lock down a passing zone get shots on net, pepper the goalie, get him tired so he can score. And if you're on the power kill, what you're trying to do is get that puck out of your zone and clear the puck, because on a power kill, you can ice the puck and there will be no whistle, and that kind of takes time, so you're wasting and trickling down that time for that power kill.
I'm sure we will have another chance for one of these two sides on the power play, so we'll keep that in mind the next time one of these two teams is a man down. So it's all tied up again, just 4 minutes into this game. Sun Devils got off to an early lead, and that's been canceled out. Puck sent into the attacking zone are the Sun Devils. Into the stick of Kush. As now behind the net are the Sun Devils. Back out it comes. Tonez, blue line to blue line. And now the Wildcats can break potentially. They've got the puck over there on the far side. Cross one blue line and then intercepted. Puck sent in. It goes all the way around the boards. Selected by the Sun Devils. Nice move inside. Now, past one, past two, just lost control of the puck. That was Erdman on the break. Puck banged off the top of the glass, still in the field of play. Wildcats now, after getting some substitutes on, can break. It's Rossi with it. He runs into a wall. Cade Olsen, who's able to collect. You're just joining the stream. Welcome back out to Millett Arena. You missed 2 goals, 1 for each side. Give you a recap here shortly. Here's what the Wildcats trying to break out of their defensive end, and eventually they do. Here comes Rossi. He'll launch it in to make some more subs for the Wildcats. Goal scored for the Sun Devils came off the stick of Trevor Kennedy. That started us off with a bang just 21 seconds in to this afternoon's game before a power play goal by Jack Curl was able to cancel that out. The last time these two teams played was on Friday. It ended 3-0 in favor of the University of Arizona. But now coming up here to Tempe, it might change things a little bit. These two teams really don't like each other. And whether you're a fan of the Wildcats or a fan of the Sun Devils, one thing I do know for certain is that you can't be a fan of both.
Not at all.
A nice play into the crease and just missing. A swing and a miss that time. And now they'll try again. It's Robinson on the attack. And now the puck will leave the attacking zone. Sun Devils will go back to collect. It's Wyatt Palmer back there. Game is high flying, not so high scoring as of yet, but 2 goals in the opening 8 minutes is pretty high scoring. Subs will now come on for the Sun Devils as the puck is dumped into the offensive zone. Here come the Wildcats now. On the near side with Myers. He gets into a dangerous spot, but the Sun Devils able to clear. And Carson Kush, line 2. Austin Cameron, Tyler Riley Cam, and Carter Newland. And line 3 and line 4, Hunter Friesen, Jake King, and Ryan Quast. The defensive 3 lines, Cade Olsen alongside Ty Marchant, Wyatt Palmer alongside Grady Franklin, and Keaton Tonez alongside Ian Erdman. As we'll have the puck drop again on the restart.
As the game's going on, we're having a lot more people coming into the stands here. It's getting pretty packed in here. You'd love to see it, especially for a home opener.
Absolutely, and wherever you may be tuning in from, we appreciate the support as well on the live stream. Live chat is also available to you if you want to interact with your fellow fans or interact with us here on the broadcast. We'd love to hear from you. So, Mark, what's your opening 8 minutes? What did you think of the opening 8 minutes?
A lot of defense, heavy hitting. As we can see over here, Friesen's just getting it. But I would say, those 2 goals, it's a tie game. So really, if you look at it, you got to see it as a new game now. It's 0-0 in the players' heads. All you're trying to do is get that second one and get the momentum going. But this first 8 minutes looked pretty solid for both teams. I don't think I could say anything bad that anyone has to fix on. Pretty passive. Just a great overall period so far.
And one thing you did mention to me before the broadcast even started is that the U of A does have that kind of advantage because they are bigger than the Sun Devils, at least on their roster and in terms of size. But maybe that can create an advantage for the Sun Devils in terms of agility and speed.
Yeah, usually the shorter guys are faster, less weight that you have to move around. But yeah, it definitely has something to do with, how people play. And this U of A team's definitely the bigger. I think their average height is 6'1", it's 6 foot for ASU.
We'll keep an eye on that as the game goes along. As the puck is dumped into the Wildcat zone. Collected by Robinson. He's a little further back than you would expect. The left winger shoots, and it's collected by Stevenson. It's getting a little chippy in front of the goalkeeper, Stevenson. And one thing that does change from NHL onto the college level and beyond is that if you fight, you're out. You're done. You can't.
Yeah, you are out.
5-minute major penalty, anything like that. So these two teams will have to kind of be wary of that, and we will have a power play for the Sun Devils. See if they can answer the power play goal by the Wildcats. Palmer gets it. Again, Palmer, he'll restart. And now Newland. Trying to break down this Wildcats defense. Are standing strong in front of Stevenson. Into the crease, and it deflects into the back of the net. Maybe not how you would have drawn it up, but it does not matter as the Sun Devils get another goal, this time off the stick of Austin Cameron, it looked like. He was the one that sent in the puck, and then it bounced off a Wildcat and into the back of the net.
As I'm looking at this replay, it looked like ASU established that passing zone early. They got it in deep, and then they scored through that 5-hole. Definitely a big goal for this Sun Devil squad is they're going to have the momentum coming off of this draw.
So canceling out the power play goal from earlier by the Wildcats are the Sun Devils, who lead 2-1 and 9 minutes into this afternoon's game. So they will say that puck found the stick of Tyler O'Reilly Cam. So it will be a goal by Riley Cam instead of a goal by Cameron. But Cameron will be credited with the assist. It originally looked like it bounced off a Wildcat. It only matters in terms of stats. Doesn't affect the scoreboard at all.
I'd like to say as this period goes on, we're starting to see that U of A ASU rivalry coming out. Like you were saying, it's getting chippy after the whistles. I love to see it. I think the fans love to see it. It's a great rivalry. It's been going on for centuries.
As you can see on the stats as well, the Sun Devils leading not only on the scoreline, but in terms of shots on goal. You can't score unless you get shots on net. Puck again dumped into the Sun Devils zone. A mass of bodies against the wall, collected by the Wildcats. That's Rossi able to collect for Arizona. Just taking their time are the Sun Devils. We saw it on the power play. They were very methodical in their approach of how to break down the Wildcats. And now a chance at goal just missed wide as Carson Kush got in behind the defense. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, just couldn't steer his shot on target. The Marchant bounces it off a post, and it flies behind. It hits the top of the net, trying to guard some of the fans in attendance, so we'll have a restart of play with the puck drop here shortly. Half of the first period already played. And we've had goals.
Definitely a very fast momentum game, especially just coming off like this. Like you were saying, it's going to be a good game. I mean, it's fast paced for sure right now, and we've already had 3 goals in 1 period.
It's been awesome to watch these goals fly in. It's even better for ASU fans who finally see the seal being broken, as they were held without a goal on Friday down in Tucson. We've talked about that. It was Hayden Gould, the goalkeeper that time for the Wildcats. The goalkeeper for the Sun Devils was Nathaniel Glenn. He had 34 saves, allowing those 3 goals to get in. So a 91 save percentage is still pretty good. He put in some good work, as we'll have a penalty called.
It looks like it might be for high sticking is what that sign is. That's what the ref's throwing up. So it looks like we're going to have a high sticking call on. Seems I don't have him on my roster.
So Ty Marchant will step into the penalty box. Into the sin bin he goes, and hopefully his compatriots can stop the Wildcats, this time on the power play. So the penalty kill unit is back out there. The Wildcats 1 for 1 in this afternoon's game on the power play. It was for high sticking, that penalty. The fight for the loose puck, eventually collected by the Wildcats, who now set up the offense. Slap shot into the arms of Anthony Bonaldi, kind of in his shoulder. He was able to keep the puck out any way possible.
Definitely an impressive save on that one, just to track it down. You don't really have a blocker or a glove. He just ends up getting it in his shoulder and holds on to it.
Sometimes you have to do the things that aren't quite conventional as a goalkeeper. Just anything to collect the puck and keep it from going into the back of the net. And he collects another one and freezes the puck. A minute 43 left on this power play for the Wildcats. Here's McGovern. Looking for options. He'll go to the near side to Curl, who already has 1 power play goal. Sun Devils need to key in on him. And here is Curl again after deflect off of Bonaldi. Curl again. Now back up top to McGovern. Good job by the Sun Devils, and they can potentially clear. Bodies hit the deck, and we'll have another penalty, this time on the Wildcats, so we'll play with 4 against 4. Heading to the sin bin for U of A is Tristan Swiger. I've always wondered, Mark, so when there's 2 players in the sin bin, 1 for each team, do you guys kind of yell at each other?
Well, of course, in this case, there's no glass in between, so if it gets heated enough, yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't get to that point.
It's interesting when it does.
So on the restart, 4 versus 4.
There's definitely a reason they don't throw mics in there.
I bet. We probably couldn't air the things that were being said.
Not at all.
And how does the game change now with 1 less player on both sides? Does it kind of open up?
Yeah, definitely more space. More space to kind of play around and skate with the puck. And 1 less person, though, to set up those passing zones, which could be detrimental. Also, 1 last person to be put in front of the net. As we've seen as the game's gone on, U of A has put someone in front of the goaltender for ASU, as he's, one of the smaller guys. And they'll put a bigger guy in front of him so he can't see.
That's a very good point. Not only to try to deflect, but as you said, to not allow Bernaldi to see.
I think I couldn't agree more on that statement.
Bernaldi comes in at 5'9", 165, the native of Las Vegas, Nevada. Flips the puck over to his right side. Now the Wildcats, who are the faster of the 2 teams, trying to build a full head of steam. Here comes Cameron, and now he'll lay it off to the goal scorer, Riley Cam. Shot just missed, and it deflects behind. 10 seconds left on the penalty by Marchant, so the Sun Devils will have about 50 seconds on the power play. Puck knocked down. Marchant back into the mix. He'll get it here. 5 versus 4 for the Sun Devils. Marchant setting up a nice shot that was somehow saved by Stevenson. Sun Devils keep the pressure on. Marchant. Back out it goes. Here's Robinson. Over to the far side. Loose puck. Marchant trying to chase it down. Wildcats trying to kill off the final 20 seconds of this power play. Puck deflects around. It finds the stick of Robinson. Ryan Robinson will now give it to Marchant. Over to the far side it goes, and a diving, sprawling save by Stevenson. Keeps the puck from flying in. Oh, it does fly in.
We have a goal? Oh, no.
It does. Originally, I saw the graphics pop up that it was a Sun Devil goal, it looked like, but
looks like a guy had everyone there really confused, too. Yeah.
So Adam Stevenson with a fantastic save for the Wildcats. Keeps it 2-1 Sun Devil. And the power play has ended. The penalty kill unit for the Wildcats doing its job. About 6 minutes remaining in this period. The opening period has flown by. And one great thing about club hockey, we don't have commercial breaks and we can keep playing hockey until, well, 60 minutes are up. A loose puck collected on the defensive zone by ASU. It's Keaton Tonez with it. He'll continue with it and dump it in. And now Hunter Friesen trying to collect. What's really impressed me so far as the puck almost deflects into the back of the net is how well the Sun Devils have been in the offensive zone. They've really controlled the puck and have kept the Wildcats for the most part in their defensive zone. And now puck, and as a big hit is laid on the Sun Devils.
It looks like he was trying to go in for that hit, but ended up having the reverse hit effect on him instead.
Puck.
He's definitely going to have a few ice packs in between periods.
Absolutely. Here's Chioka as his shot just goes wide. I feel like we do have a mixed fan base here in this afternoon as well. I'd probably say about 80-20 split. The Wildcat supporters making the trip all the way up from Tucson. If you're unfamiliar with how Arizona is located, it's about 2 hours due south of Tempe, depending on how fast you drive and traffic. Final 4 minutes of the period. Now ASU and the Wildcats can both sub. Puck kicked around a bit. Puck intended for Newland. Now he'll get it. A nice bit of interplay between Newland and Cameron, but the Wildcats able to clear. Now a 2-on-2 if the Wildcats hurry. Into the attacking zone goes Myers. Puck high into the sky. Bodies in front of the goalkeeper, and the puck somehow evades on the back of the net.
What a sequence of events on that play. I think that had all of us on our toes here in the booth.
A nice glove save by Bonaldi will freeze the puck at 3:17 remaining in the first period. I don't know how anyone could see anything in the pile of bodies
luckily,
in front of the Sun Devils' goal.
Luckily, we have a pretty nice view of everything up here, you know, so it definitely does do us justice when it comes to calling.
Absolutely. Mullet Arena giving us everything we need. The former home of the Arizona Coyotes. The puck is sent all the way around the defensive side of ASU. Now the Wildcats able to collect. Around the back of the net they go. On the puck right now is Walker, who slapped that one behind. Cameron for ASU. He'll, with a saucer pass, find its target. 2-on-1 for ASU if they hurry, but well defended by the Wildcats. It was a fantastic pass forward, but the Wildcats were there. Shot air-mailed over the goal. And back in possession is Josephson. Josephson finds a brick wall of ASU. Puck is launched forward. The top scorer for the Wildcats coming in to this afternoon's game is Michael Pizzo. He's part of the fourth line for the Wildcats. He has 4 goals and 1 assist on the year. He had a hat trick in the opening game for the Wildcats in a game that was won 9-3 against the San Diego State Aztecs. Goal almost knocked off its hinges, and now the Wildcats can break. Back behind the net goes Bernaldi. Not really where you want your goalkeeper with pressure on. Robinson coming back to retrieve the puck. Able to do just that and launch the Sun Devils forward. Butler will dump it even further as subs will come on for both sides. 90 seconds remaining in the period. 2-1 Sun Devils lead. In the opening 10 minutes, I'd say, was all Sun Devils, but ever since then, the Wildcats have been able to put some more pressure on the goal defended by Bonaldi. And with a minute left, Sun Devils will look for one more golden opportunity. They have had the better chances so far. It shows on the scoreboard. Puck behind the net. Kind of a joust for it. 4 total bodies back there. Ball or puck will find Marchand. Now the shot will go all the way to his defensive teammate, Olsen, who launched the puck towards goal, and it's frozen with 39.6 seconds remaining in the period. And in between periods, don't go anywhere. We will have interviews, or one interview for you.
That's if this guy responds to my text. He's a very busy man.
Mark will go down there and hopefully interview one of the Sun Devils as the puck is sent in, deflected off a post, deflected off a blocker, and cleared by the Wildcats. A whistle blown, and we'll have a restart of play with a puck drop. Another one of those moments where you just think to yourself, how did that not go in? But somehow, Stevenson and company keep it at 2-1. Face-off won by the Wildcats as they look to break. Instead, the Sun Devils able to recover, but not for too long. Just trying to see this period out are the Wildcats. Sun Devils not content with that. So they look for at least one more shot opportunity. Marchand to his teammate Olsen. Olsen had it deflected in sight of the Wildcats' goal. Marchand catches that puck. 5 seconds remaining in the period. And the clock will stop with 4.7. A couple bodies hit the deck. And we'll restart play with a puck drop. We have a tremendous replay system as well on this broadcast. When you can see the close opportunities right behind the goal. Sun Devils, maybe one more chance, they won't have time as the horn will blow here at Mullet Arena. A high-powered, high-paced first period of action comes to an end. And Mark, what was your first impression of this afternoon's game?
It's been pretty solid, like I said. Just amazing opportunities for ASU. I didn't see so many for U of A, unfortunately for them, but I'd say pretty solid lockdown defense, lockdown offense, and just getting those shots off them been pretty good.
So goals scored by Trevor Kennedy, Jack Curl, and Tyler Kiley Ram will send us to the first period intermission at Sun Devils 2, Arizona Wildcats 1 here on the ACHA Sun Devils YouTube channel. Welcome back into Mullet Arena here in Tempe, Arizona. I'm Ryan Cirk, joined alongside me Mark Gutowski, who was unable to get an interview during the intermission, but that's all right as we're back into the field of play and we switch sides. So the Sun Devils now attacking the right side of your screen, going left to right, and the Wildcats going right to left. And here they are on the attack. Nice move inside. Wildcats a miss out. It came off the stick of Hanrahan. And now bodies colliding on the boards as the puck is reset. If you are just joining us, the Sun Devils leading 2-1. Goals scored by Tyler Riley Cam. He scored one, and Tyler Kennedy scored the other. As for the Wildcats, goal scored by Jack Curl on the power play. One power play goal each. And the opening goal came just 21 seconds in, as Trevor Kennedy was able to fire that one in. Line change for the Wildcats. Now the Sun Devils will dump the puck in and have a line change for themselves. The Wildcats with a full head of steam on the far side. Bringing it up the ice is Sam Myers, who will get tripped up. And there appears to be a penalty. So the Wildcats will have an opportunity on the power play once again, just a minute and 17 seconds in to this second period.
Looks like we had a penalty for hooking. Can't do that.
So the Sun Devils will be down a player, trying to kill yet another penalty. 1 for 2 on the penalty kill and 1 for 2 on the power play for the Wildcats.
Got a little nervous there.
Puck sent in and into the back of the net it goes. Out easy work for the University of Arizona Wildcats. Finishing that one off was Dylan Walker, who was just posted on the back post. And on the one time, put it right into the back of the net. Bonaldi had no chance to stop that one. As we take a look at the replay, he kind of just glided. No one saw him back there, and he was rooted to the spot and tapped it home.
Looks like the goalie there just got lost with the puck and lost track of it. And if I'm correct, that went 5-hole.
A difficult skill there by Walker, as we're all tied at 2 goals apiece. So again, on the power play, the Wildcats score. We've had 3 power play goals, 2 for the Wildcats, 1 for the Sun Devils. It's not the first time that a team has scored in the opening 2 minutes of a period, and it may or may not be the last, as the Wildcats again on the attack. A prowling for it, Dylan Walker fired it towards goal, got it back, and the puck will be frozen. Bonaldi diving for that one.
No, it's definitely a very close save there. It looks like it was going to bounce off the skate when it was coming off the glass there.
Wildcats, whatever they did in the intermission, has paid off so far in the opening 2 minutes of this period, because they come out flying, all tied on the scoreboard and all tied in terms of shots on goal with 11 apiece. Wildcats debating on who to put in for the puck drop, for the face-off. It'll be Will Josephson against Tyler Riley Cam. Now, the Sun Devils able to get on the end of that one. It's Carter Newland who fired one towards goal.
That was a beautiful shot there. He had a perfect spin on it, and he was able to aim it, but couldn't quite slip it past the goaltender on that one.
Stevenson was up to the task, as the Wildcats will send in a couple of more players on the line change. Doing the face-off this time will be Hunter Hodgson. And now puck here on the near side. Driving towards the middle was Chioka, but he lost out. Now Sun Devils, after shrugging off a challenge, will have it 3 versus 1, and it was nice idea on the attack. Just a swing and a miss after the Wildcats defended well, and another big hit will get some fans to their feet
That one definitely riled up the fans in that one.
Airmailed shot will result, and the puck kind of being held here on the edge of the blue line. As there is some more chippiness between Wildcats and Sun Devils. It's between Olsen and Erickson as the Wildcats can clear. Well, dump the puck in, and a line change ensues. A loose puck collected by the Wildcats on the turnover. U of A trying to keep the pressure on. They kept the pressure on in the final 5 minutes of the first period and haven't really looked back here to start. Airmailed shot goes over the net. And now freezing the puck will be Bonaldi.
And that was a beautiful save there. He tracked it down perfectly. There's not much I could say on that one, but that save really spoke for itself.
The goalkeepers really have to have their head on a swivel because you never know where the puck is going to end up.
Yeah, like we saw on the play down there, it was passed and then passed right back, and then, the goalie was lost. Unfortunately, they couldn't connect on it, though, for ASU.
Sometimes it feels like goalkeepers can move their head 360 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
That's not always the case, but they try their best as the puck is dropped and we're back into the action. Behind the net, ASU looking to clear. Loose puck between blue lines collected by the Wildcats, who now again trying to start the attack from their defensive zone. Quick puck movement, but 3 Sun Devils back to defend him, defending well as it deflects off Bonaldi's skate. Full head of steam through center ice. Cooch the one with it. Now a battle on the boards. Back inside to Cooch, back outside, slap shot into the arms of Stevenson. The pregame jitters and everything has been put aside as both teams seem comfortable in both possession and defensively. Just a matter of who's going to score next. ASU have not trailed in this afternoon's matchup. Puck deflected wide. Erdman will put the puck down deep, intercepted by the Wildcats. Turnover almost by U of A as a big hit is sent in and the puck will be dumped in behind. It seems like both sides now trying to go for the spectacular hit, trying to cause some damage to the players out there on the ice.
All right, definitely trying to wear down their opponents is what both sides are trying to do here.
Puck deflecting around, and now ASU can counterattack. It was Robinson intended to pass through center ice as he'll get it back. Robinson with it will just send it to the far side. Back across and a swing and a miss. Could have caused some trouble for the Wildcats. Instead, Sun Devils will recoup at center ice. 5 minutes played here in the second period. As the puck will go over the net and off the screen. And we'll restart play with a puck drop. What have you thought about the opening 5 minutes of this period?
Honestly, not a lot of chances for both sides. I think all the shots we've seen haven't really been on net. I don't think they've been able to connect with what they're trying to do with it. But other than that, not much I can say. But they just need to get more shots off and connect more on their passes.
Expert advice by my partner, Mark Gutowski. And if you are joining us on the live stream, well, if you weren't joining us, you wouldn't be able to hear this, but we appreciate you tuning in and letting us know that the sound wasn't working very effectively in the opening period, the opening 5 minutes or so. So we appreciate your patience and working with us, but I do think we've had that all figured out. And on the restart, the Wildcats will prevail. Send a puck down the ice. It was tipped, so no icing will be played. Coming out forward, bouncing off the post And now eventually cleared. This will be iced. My goodness, some confusion between Bonaldi and his defenseman resulted in a puck off the post, and a good time to take an icing call for the Sun Devils to just launch that puck down the ice because they were looking a little shaky in defense.
Yeah, definitely a scary. That was really close and probably scared the goalie. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but yeah, that was definitely really close.
And on the restart, the Wildcats take the lead as Bernaldi tried to cover up the puck, couldn't find it, and it's into the back of the net. The Wildcats will take the 3-2 advantage. A goal scored by Will Josephson, who somehow fit it through the glove and the blocker of Bernaldi between the post. The Wildcats have their opening lead of the afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Cats will now have a big momentum boost coming off the draw as they take the lead for the first time in the game.
That was Josephson's third goal of the year. The senior from right here in Phoenix. We'll see how the Sun Devils respond after giving up the lead. Puck sent around the boards, launched forward for the Sun Devils to counter, instead back. And the only man back was Chris McGovern. Loose puck again, Sun Devils forced to retreat. Collecting is Palmer. Some quick puck movement all the way to the far side. The full head of steam having to stop was King. And now a line change will ensue. Wildcats with numbers going forward. Here's Pizzo. And a penalty will follow as the Wildcats pull the goalkeeper, trying to get the extra man on, but the Sun Devils touching the puck will result in another power play for the U of A.
Looks like that penalty was for tripping. That's one of the worst penalties to take. It definitely gets in your head a little bit because most of the time you're just trying to reach for the puck, and unfortunately you get it under the stick, and you end up and you're going to get sent to the sin bin because you took him out from under his feet.
Jonathan Murphy, the one trying to poke the puck away, instead catches the skater. And Wildcats, after taking the lead, will now look to build again on the power play. 2 for 3 tonight. It's been a high-octane power play. It only took them about 15 seconds last power play to score, as the Sun Devils can now clear. Full head of steam down the ice. On to collect is Trevor Kennedy, part of the penalty kill unit for ASU. Now the U of A through center ice. With the man advantage, will stop on a dime and diving for it and coming away with the puck was Ty Marchant. The defenseman putting in good work for the Sun Devils, and again some confusion and a swing and a miss. Wildcats keep the pressure on, deflecting off Bernaldi, and eventually cleared by ASU. Good clearance and a line change for the second penalty kill unit to come out onto the ice. A minute left in the power play. And back behind their own net are the Wildcats. And here they come again. Back behind the other goal of Bernaldi. And now puck back at center ice. Good puck movement results in Curl having a full head of steam. And into the attacking zone, the puck and the Wildcats go before it is cleared again by the Sun Devils. One more chance potentially for the Wildcats to score here on the power play, but it's looking ever so likely that the Sun Devils will prevail and kill off this penalty. Dumped in behind the net, eventually collected. Final 5 seconds of the penalty kill for ASU. And back at full strength are ASU as the puck is deflected behind by Bernaldi. still trying to get out of their defensive zone, are ASU. And one thing that I have noticed watching some hockey is that when you do kill off a penalty and you have 5 men back out there on the ice, it can be difficult to clear the puck because you can't ice it.
Yeah.
Some battle on the boards, fans slamming their fists against the boards as well. As ASU can get those tired legs off the ice and a line change. Halfway through the second period.
I just love to see the fans engaging in the game like that. It definitely brings a depth to this, how the game's played out.
The puck will continue to slide. It was tipped, so no icing. The Wildcats do have a good team, undefeated so far on the year, but the Sun Devils also have a good team looking for their first victory of 2024. 3-0 are the Wildcats, 6th and the WCHA, as the Sun Devils do score on the counterattack. Loose puck was collected by the Sun Devils and finished off by ASU.
Beautiful goal scored there. He just faked him out. He got him low, waited just long enough, and puts it in the top of the net. Beautiful goal. We have a tied game now, 3-3. I mean, Sun Devils got to be thinking now that we're back in this game. It's 0-0 game mindset. Let's just get another one.
The loose puck and the turnover in their defensive end by the Wildcats created a 2v1 opportunity for ASU, and they made no mistake about it. Slotting that one into the top corner where I don't think really any goalkeeper can stop that with how much power and accuracy was behind that shot. Goal scored by Matthew Gross, assist by Ryan Robinson. They played the 2v1 to full effect to slot that one home on the counterattack. Back to even Steven, 3 goals apiece. We still have half a game of hockey to be played. Icing the call, so we'll have the puck drop in Sun Devil territory. And again, we will have a puck drop in Sun Devil territory as the puck is frozen after it deflected around. Neither team has been able to lead by more than 1 goal. It's been back and forth, and another loose puck deflected behind by the Sun Devils. A dangerous playing with fire for the Devils. Deep inside their own territory, but able to just about clear. The Wildcats were lurking. That should be a tripping call, and yes, it is. The Wildcats will go to the penalty box. We'll see who it is. It is Hunter Hodgson who will step into the sin bin, and the power play will ensue for ASU. Already scored once on the power play. We'll see if they can again. 2 minutes from the start of the puck drop, and here we go. Shot by Marchant is deflected, and that will take some time off the clock.
That was a rocket of a shot, but unfortunately was stopped in the middle.
Setting up the offense are the Devils. Here comes Robinson on the near side. He'll try to switch for the field of play, and it is collected by the Sun Devils. Sent in to the crease, but again, cleared. Tyler Riley Cam scored on the power play last time for ASU. Robinson stopping on a dime. Back the puck goes. Now here on the near side. Marchant eyes one up and shoots right into the belly of Adam Stevenson. Puck will be frozen. I don't know how Stevenson was able to find that puck between about 8 bodies that were stationed in front of him. But a good save as we restart. Puck is dropped. Marchant again. Now he'll go to the far side. Back across the ice and shot deflected off of Stevenson's pad. Bodies hit the deck, and even more bodies will hit the deck. The puck is kind of rooted on the boards in the corner. Now the puck is at the stick of Robinson. Back to Marchant. The lefty loves to shoot, the defenseman. And now Robinson. He'll shoot, and it's deflected and cleared. 30 seconds remain on the power play for ASU. Maybe one more chance as the lines will change. Across center ice, the Sun Devils go. Waiting for the one-time shot was Riley Cam. He won't get it. And Wildcats will just bleed this power play clock dry as the final 3 seconds will be played. Hodgson comes back on. Back at even strength for both sides. Hodgson gets it immediately and it aims and fires, but it's off a stick. Here comes Olsen, who deflected that shot. And an offside call. Mark, what do you want to see in the final 6 minutes or so of this frame?
I'd love to see a lot of shots, a lot of hits, and a lot of passing. Just kind of get that goalie moving. That's the biggest thing. Especially with the U of A having such a big goalie, the only way you're going to really score on one is get him to move.
We'll see what does occur in the final 6 minutes of this frame. Tied at 3 goals apiece. We had 1 goal each in this period. Puck will find Erdman. The deflects in front and just wide. Somehow, some way, the puck evades the net. Shot again. Will deflect around, and a whistle is blown as it's starting to get chippy once again for both sides.
Looks like number 7 has his helmet halfway on, halfway off, wearing it like a hat now.
That's one great way to describe it. That's Nicholas Chioka. Well, he's sophomore from Wayne, New Jersey. Had 2 goals against SDSU. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And with the stoppage, both sides will make some changes. U of A lead in terms of shots on goal with 17. Sun Devils with 16, not far behind. All square on the scoreboard here at Mullet Arena. Puck sent around here on the near side. Wildcats with a full head of steam and numbers if they hurry. Instead, it'll be a loose puck collected by ASU. And one underrated thing about hockey is the sounds of hockey. The skates, the hitting, the puck gliding across the ice. It's something people don't really talk about. They typically think the sounds of baseball, which, again, those are some beautiful sounds, but hockey with just about equal opportunities to have those beautiful noises as the Wildcats look to counter. Instead, it's poked away.
Oh, it's amazing. Just like, you know, when you step on the ice first time here and it cut in, it's a great shot. You can tell a great shot from the sound. When you get that kind of pop, you just know it's going to be a great hard shot. There's a lot behind it.
Absolutely. And when we have moments of silence between me talking and you talking, you can kind of hear the skates gliding and the hard hits that have been occurring here this afternoon. Back into the action we go. Final 5 minutes of the period still to be played. Pounding pressure by the Wildcats, but ASU trying to get out. A pass intended for Robinson. Loose puck still for the Wildcats. Through the legs of a defender. One-on-one goes a Swiger. Instead, he'll go down. And the goalkeeper has to save. And now ASU able to clear. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Full head of steam on one side, trying to fit it through the shoebox hole that was available, but eventually deflected.
We're starting to see that rivalry come a lot more now, as it's getting really chippy, and a lot of extracurricular activities going on after the whistle.
The longer this game goes without either side leading, the more, I think, frantic and more chippy the game will become. Because neither side want to lose, regardless of records, regardless of it's the second game for ASU. Putting all that aside, these two teams just don't like each other. You ask anyone on ASU's campus about U of A, they won't have very nice things to say. And if you ask anyone on U of A's campus, they won't have very nice things to say about the Sun Devils.
I don't think we can broadcast those answers either.
I would agree with you as the puck is sent in behind the U of A goal.
There's been one player that I haven't really seen get a lot of ice time, and that would be Hunter Friesen. I'm not really sure why, but whenever he is, he's only on there for about 20 seconds. Looks like he's just not having maybe a great night tonight or something to do with that, but I have noticed that.
The Wildcats on the attack. Friesen a part of the fourth line.
That may be why. They might be playing their first and second and third line a lot more because they're trying to get one goal, just so they can have that lead going into the third period.
That makes sense as the Sun Devils try to get out of their own half. And you mentioned to me about Friesen's YouTube channel and social media that he does have a high following on socials.
Around 100,000 of followers added up among all of his socials. Pretty popular guy on the ASU campus as well.
Wildcats had a free man in the crease, but they couldn't find him. Now a shot deflected behind or in front as the Wildcats look for another opportunity to shoot, and they do, but Bonaldi is up to the task. Trying to go between the legs of Bonaldi. 2:33 left in the second period. And with how this game's been going, the third period seems to be the decisive one. The fate of the game will hang in the balance.
Couldn't agree with that more.
Waiting for one final Sun Devil to go to the bench, and he does. That was Austin Cameron, whose line is no longer out there, and now we're back into the mix of things. Puck wrapped around the wall. It ends up in U of A territory. Here come the Wildcats. 3 versus 2 if they hurry. They tried to hurry, but well defended by Marchant. Bodies collide as the Wildcats regain possession at center ice. This game has gone back and forth, not just only on the scoreboard or on the score line. It's felt that way as well. Neither side separating themselves from the other. Puck right at the blue line. Here to Olsen. He tried to pass it into the crease, but it got deflected. 90 seconds remaining in the frame. Final minute or so. Wildcats looking to clear the puck. Instead, shot deflected behind. ASU keeping the pressure on, not allowing U of A to get out as another shot peppers Adam Stevenson's blocker. And now Olsen. Inside shot. Again, Stevenson sprawling forward and keeping the puck out. Olsen. Blue line. Over to Marchant. Back to Olsen, who was wide open at the back post. Just couldn't get his stick on it. puck rooted on the boards.
That was a great battle around the boards there, and looks like Wildcats were the one who took it loose.
And here they come on the attack. 20 seconds. Has another shot airmailed through. Came off the stick of Jack Curl, looking for his second goal of the afternoon. Maybe one more chance for either side. Looks like it will be for the Wildcats. Bodies collide. Final 2 seconds. Wildcats have to hurry, and they won't get another shot off as we will go to the third period, all tied as well. The opening period ended 2-2, and now 1 goal apiece here in the second period puts us at 3 goals apiece. Just a quick recap. Goals scored for the Sun Devils, 1 by Trevor Kennedy, 1 by Tyler Riley Cam, along with 1 goal scored by Matthew Gross. And for the University of Arizona, goal scored by Will Josephson, Dylan Walker, and Jack Curl. And we'll be back after about 15 minutes or so for the final frame of play here at Mullet Arena on the ACHA ASU Hockey Channel. Welcome back into Mullet Arena here in Tempe, Arizona. I'm Ryan Cirk, joined alongside me, Mark Katowski, great color analyst here this afternoon. We do have something odd to tell you about. There are 2 penalties that will be starting off the third period. I'm not exactly sure what happened during the break, but already making his way into the sin bin is Carson Kush, and he will be joined by a Wildcat, Hunter Hodgson, in the sin bin. So both sides will be down a player.
I did see some roughness at the end of the period for sure. That might have something to play with it. But yeah, I'd have to check the game sheet to see what that's for.
Well, once we know, you guys will know. We'll keep you updated on that. And before the face-off for the third period, wanted to tell you what's next for the ASU hockey team. The schedule is as follows. Saturday, October 12th, they'll be facing off against these same Wildcats at home at 8 p.m. So it is unsportsmanlike conduct penalties to both of those players that I mentioned. And it'll be 4 versus 4 to start off the third period. And it's all tied at 3.
Yeah, it looks like those will only be minor penalties. So they won't be out of the game, so it will not be unsportsmanlike or a game misconduct. But just unsportsmanlike, so it'll only be 2. And it looks like we'll still have 4-on-4.
That's good news for both sides, who will want to use those 2 guys eventually as time expires. So now the Wildcats kind of taking their sweet time behind the goal, setting up their offense. So again, these 2 teams will face off October 12th at 8 p.m. You can watch that game as well here. The typical broadcasters will be back in action. Brett Vaughn and Niall Cooper, who I'm filling in for. Pleasure to fill in for them as a shot is deflected in front. Stevenson makes the save. Goal is off its hinges.
It looks like we have a goalie. He looks like he's down and in pain. Very unfortunate for this University of Arizona squad. Let's hope that he's okay. They're calling for an athletic trainer. Looks like he was holding his shoulder when he went down.
He might have been banged into the goalpost, which moved the goalpost off its hinges. But good news is, and claps will rain down, so Adam Stevenson seems to be okay.
So we all love to hear.
51 seconds remaining on those 2 penalties that we told you about to start off the period. Stevenson has made some tremendous saves so far this afternoon. A couple of sprawling ones. And even then, he had a sprawl for a save, which might have injured his shoulder just a little bit. The officials this afternoon, haven't told you about them. It's Anthony Ferrucciano, Nathan Weiler, Jet Larson, and Eric Anderson, the officiating crew here at Mullet Arena. That next game, October 12th, as a shot inside by the Sun Devils is eventually cleared. Here's Palmer. Will not be played here at Mullet. It'll be at the community center. The club team gets 1 game a year at Mullet Arena, and they used it on one of the biggest games. As the turnover at the blue line is intercepted by the Wildcats. It was Carter Hanrahan who had a chance, but didn't get a shot off.
And I'm sure they'd love to get a big win at that 1 game at Mullet Arena, so that would be nice for them, especially to be able to say that they got that win at Mullet.
We'll tell you more about both schedules at the next stoppage of play as we're right back into the mix of things. Both penalties have concluded. 5 versus 5 again, and now a 3-on-2 for the Wildcats if they hurry. Puck deflected in front, deflected again, and up to the challenge. Anthony Bonaldi will freeze the puck.
Wonderful save. We'll see that on the replay right here, it looks like. We can get it pulled up. There it is. It was kind of a chop show in front of the net, and it just makes its way to the goaltender. He finds it and grabs it quickly to get that stoppage in play. Beautiful save.
Bonaldi keeping us at a stalemate. The faceoff is won by the Wildcats, trying to keep the pressure on. And again, freezing the puck will be Bonaldi. So going back to the schedules, after that game, Saturday, October 12th, it'll be back-to-back home games again for Arizona State. Saturday, Friday, October 18th against UNLV, and Saturday, October 19th against UNLV, also here at home at the Community Center. Sun Devils now, after defending for the past few moments, can now break into center ice. Tussle and won by the Wildcats and knocked down in front of the Wildcats bench, which got the bench kind of strung up, yelling, hooting, and hollering. As
you're on that replay,
Akush was knocked down. He'll have to watch his temper as well, as he's already had that one unsportsmanlike minor penalty. So after the icing, the puck is dropped as it's deflected off the top of the glass, and it will roll all the way through again for the Sun Devils to set up their offense. Instead, one Wildcat is able to intervene between four Wildcats, or between four Sun Devils, as a shot on goal is collected by Bonaldi.
That was an absolute rocket of a shot, and he just makes a beautiful save. He tracks that down perfectly. He could not have done that better. That save really spoke for itself on that play. Beautiful.
Well, Bonaldi has put in some shifts in between the goalposts, in between the pipes, as he's been called into action throughout this game. Friesen and the fourth line out there for the Sun Devils.
Bonaldi has stopped 16 shots tonight, and a lot of them have been pretty well aimed and put on shots.
And here he might be called into action again. Loose puck in the crease, and he is called into action. And again, Bonaldi standing strong will freeze the puck.
Looks like you have a player down. It looks like he's fast to get up, though.
Bonaldi had to go from his left to his right, as we watch here on the replay. Got down in time, tried to go 5-hole on him, but to no avail.
Definitely tracked that down well.
Couple of line changes for both sides as the tired legs will step off the ice. A battle on the boards. 3 Sun Devils, 2 Wildcats. Right in front of some young fans here in attendance on a Sunday afternoon. Puck eventually gets to the stick of a Wildcat and saved again by Bonaldi. Oh. And here come the Sun Devils. Newland across the blue line trying to take on 2 Wildcats, and he'll wait for reinforcements.
That was a beautiful pass and beautiful play there. A brilliant hockey IQ there on that play.
Loose puck at center ice, collected by the Sun Devils. Shot on goal, saved by Stevenson. Back across it comes. Tonez, the one with it, sending it back from where it came from. And now one-on-one. Tonez, with his back to goal, defended it well, as a wraparound by the Wildcats does not result in a shot. That was Shetland trying to find it. Now in front of goal, Bonaldi off a blocker kick.
Amazing save. Amazing save there on the play. He tracks it down, gets that pad on it, and gloves it up.
It's been all Wildcats here in the opening 5 minutes of the third period. ASU has been under the cosh, trying to just get anything they can going forward. They've had to defend for their lives, and Bonaldi, the lone guy in between the pipes, has done his job, not allowing a goal here in the third. Gioka has his shot deflected. Wildcats keep the pressure on, but not for too long as it's poked through. Butler gives chase. And now all the way back it goes. And don't forget to like and subscribe on the ASU HCHA Hockey channel so you stay up to date with all of the broadcasts that will be going on. As the puck is sent into the U of A side. Both teams not giving an inch. It kind of feels like whoever makes the first mistake will go down in this game with how evenly tied it's been. Nice bit of play and into the goal. My goodness. 1-2, 1-2, and in it goes. ASU take the 4-3 lead off the stick of Caden Butler. Oh my goodness. Talk us through that one, Mark.
All I saw was he cut it in, put it in the back. He cuts it through the middle. Looks for that pass, passes back, sees that pass. He's waiting there perfectly to receive the pass and tucks it in for a beautiful goal. And that will put them up with the momentum coming into this draw here as it's 4-3. They break the tie.
Butler to Robinson, Robinson to Butler, and puck to the back of the net. ASU lead 4-3. And it was a mistake that led to that counterattack by ASU. A loose puck near the blue line was intercepted by Butler, who gave it to Robinson. Robinson back to Butler, and you know the rest. ASU have 14 minutes to hold on to this slim one-goal lead. They won't really sit back and be content with that one-goal lead. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep the pressure on, try to get a second before too long. Just try to keep playing clean hockey. A penalty kill and a power play for U of A would be the last thing ASU need. Numbers going forward for both sides as retreating back were the Sun Devils and intercepting was Koosh. Wrapped around the puck goes into the stick of Rossi. Rossi being hounded as the battle on the boards ensues. Still rooted over there on that far side. Players hit the deck. And now finally the puck emerges from the pack. And here come the Sun Devils. Sent in by Franklin. Intended for Quast, but it's cut out by U of A. And both teams a part of the WCHC conference in club hockey. U of A ranked 4th, ASU ranked 10th as this puck barely deflects over the goal. Well read by Stevenson, who could have caught that one. Instead watches it bounce behind. Now the Wildcats in center ice. Trying to make a move, but better defended by ASU. That was Palmer back on the track, trying to defend for his life. Final 12 minutes of regulation still to be played. Puck back to center ice. Wildcats will just dump this puck in. No line change for U of A. Puck will again evade the defensive zone for ASU, who are now in the attacking zone. Wildcats defense has been pretty good, you could say, after allowing that slippage, which allowed ASU to take the lead, which was a turnover. But besides that, they really haven't allowed ASU out of their defensive third. .30 shots on goal for the Sun Devils, 22 for the Wildcats. And an icing call will send the puck back into Sun Devil territory. Mark, what do you think the keys to the game for the final 11 minutes or so, first for the Wildcats? What do they have to do to come back into this game?
Get shots on net, and when they're in the zone, create those passing, make this goalie move. He's fast post to post, but if you can get him moving enough, he'll get lost in his crease, and you'll get a shot off, and it will eventually go in. You just need to take enough shots on him and keep that puck in the zone.
They might be able to hear you as they just shot on Bonaldi, who catches it and freezes it. So now a chance for you to talk about ASU and what they have to do to see this game out.
Again, just like I said with U of A, get those shots, get in the zone, pass. I mean, they have had no problems with passing. I was talking with the coach before the game. He said one thing that they need to work on is just getting chemistry and kind of figuring each other out. It looks like they've been doing pretty fine at that in tonight's game.
Especially with that last goal, that chemistry was in full effect as ASU again capitalizing on a turnover by the Wildcats into the top corner. And just like that, the largest lead of the afternoon goes for the Arizona State Sun Devils. The Wildcats have been their own worst enemy, and the Sun Devils, making no mistake about it, have punished U of A on the counterattack.
U of A thought they had it there, and they give it away, and he takes that shot and pops it right into the corner, and that pops out perfectly.
A goal scored by ASU again. We're waiting for confirmation as to who scored it, as a timeout is called by Arizona, who really needs something to get back into this game. So the goal scored by Austin Cameron, assisted by Carter Newland and Tylee Ram. As we have about 10 minutes and 40 seconds left of this game. So now, does anything change in between the two sides? We'll find out as we step aside on the ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube channel. So an insurance goal by ASU resulted in a timeout called by U of A, and out of the timeout, we'll see what changes for both sides.
Looks like our goal scorer was Austin Cameron, assisted by number 91, Carter Newland, and Tylee Ram. I'll definitely give them some insurance on that. Obviously, as it says, they'll definitely have more of a cushion coming in. So if Wildcats score, they'll have to do one more to tie it up.
It certainly gives some breathing room for ASU, and you would think that a third goal advantage for the Sun Devils would really put the nail in the coffin and see the Sun Devils emerge victorious in this one. But a goal scored by the Wildcats with a lot of time left could really flip this game on its head and create a photo finish here at Mullet. Puck is sent in, and the first Wildcat to it is Ari Rossi. And emerging from the pack with the puck, saved by Bonaldi. ASU have put a lot of pucks on net. Stevenson has tried to keep as many out as he could, but just one too many, as a saucer pass intended here on the near side for Kennedy will go through. And again, the Wildcats almost turning the puck over in a dangerous spot. Instead, it is cleared. And a half clearance, half shot, regardless, is saved by Stevenson. And we'll get some line changes during that pressure applied. On the boards for the Wildcats is Justin Hughes. As the puck will now get off his stick and ASU to counter. Saucer pass again, does not find its target. Friesen trying to get on the end of it. And the longer the Wildcats go without scoring, the more that they will apply pressure on the Sun Devils. Instead, ASU on the counterattack. Puck sent in for Friesen, but he couldn't get his stick up in time. It was a pass sent in the air. As we have a loose stick and center ice. Official will get rid of the extra lumber. And we'll continue playing.
Looks like they're trying to set it up here, and they do.
Puck was tipped at center ice, so no icing on this play as the puck was kind of spinning like a top right in front of the goalkeeper. Puck kind of just deflected around. And now ASU can break. Wide open here on the near side is Cameron. He'll get into the attacking zone. 3-on-2 for ASU if they hurry. Nice bit of combination play, but it just fiddles out at the end. And again, that chemistry was you can kind of see it, right?
Yeah, you can slowly see it building up throughout this game, and it's really nice to see, especially as it only being their second game.
And that is another advantage that the Wildcats had coming into this afternoon's game is they played 3 games. Meanwhile, ASU only playing 1. Still trying to figure out what line works best, who works best with who. And U of A, undefeated. ASU looking for their first win of 2024. 6:58 remaining in this one. 5-3 the score. On the restart, puck is dropped. Here's Marchant. He launches it towards goal and up to the task. Stevenson will hug the puck and freeze it. .31 shots on net by ASU, 24 for the Wildcats. On the restart, ASU trying to collect it. Instead, it goes through for the Wildcats, who send the puck up. Deflected at center ice, no icing. Through center ice, the Devils go. And it would have been offside had Robinson touched it. He'll wisely lay off, and another loose puck in center ice. That's been the killer for the Wildcats. They've turned the ball over in dangerous spots. And you could say that was the key to the game. And now the Wildcats looking for their necessary 4th goal here tonight. And saved by Bonaldi. Lines will shift. And now an opportunity to tell you what's next for the University of Arizona Wildcats schedule. So again, they'll be up here October 12th against ASU before they return back home to play UNLV on October 25th and October 26th. And looking for a shot and save by Bonaldi, not cleared to full effect. Now a free one-on-one opportunity. Will he go right? Will he go left? Or will he go 5-hole? And Stevenson saves. On that counterattack, Trevor Kennedy was one-on-one shootout-esque style, but couldn't find the back of the net as Stevenson makes a glove save. Kennedy was looking for his 2nd goal of the afternoon. Another shot that just evades the goal and the goalkeeper as ASU look to keep the pressure on. Almost a loose puck. It finds Marchant on his left. Swings and hits it towards goal, saved by Stevenson. Marchant again keeps the pressure on, shoots and deflected by Stevenson behind. ASU yelling that the clock was not started, and they would be correct. So our clock and the scoreboard clock off by about 30 seconds. I hope they go back and fix that, but we'll see. We might get an extra 30 seconds of hockey here this afternoon. Back at center ice, Marchant has it, allowing some players to change their lines. Puck now behind the goal. And now the Wildcats able to come out with the puck through center ice and through the middle as the deflects off the backside of the goal, made the bottom kind of pop at the top. And dumped in again by U of A. On to retrieve after making that shot with Shetland. And he'll wrap around. Back up top to Gibson. Gibson fires and into the arms again of Anthony Bonaldi. A quick recap of the goals. Goals so far scored by Austin Cameron, Caden Butler, Matthew Gross, along with Tyler Riley Cam and Trevor Kennedy for ASU. For the University of Arizona, goals scored by Jack Curl, along with goals scored by Will Josephson and Dylan Walker. As we're right back into the mix of things. 4:19 left on the clock. Puck collected by ASU, who will take their sweet time going forward and just kind of draw out the University of Arizona. Fighting through center ice. It might be a penalty, but referee waves play on as bodies hit the deck, and on the response, a big hit for ASU. Now through center ice, on the attack. On his left is Myers. Gets past one, gets past another, and a save by Bonaldi tips it behind. Oh my, what a goal that would have been. Kind of got some oohs and ahs here at Mullet Arena. Clock continues to tick down. And here's Myers again. He'll shoot. Bonaldi up to the task, and another second save, third save by Bonaldi, who freezes the puck. Ho, ho, ho. Anthony Bonaldi with 3 consecutive saves to keep the Wildcats out. If you look at that replay, sprawled to a split was Bonaldi.
Beautiful save. Some may say he pulled out a banana split, but that's what I like to call it there. Give a little humor in this game with it being so tense.
It is really tense here in the press box. I can only imagine how it feels down there on the ice. Wildcats looking to cut the deficit in half. Here's Gibson. A down low, he'll go, and Bonaldi again will put his glove on it to freeze it. So at what point do you think, Mark, the Wildcats will pull their goalkeeper?
As soon as possible, honestly, would be the best way for them, because, you know, it's going to take them a while to get that goal back with the 6th man, especially. So, yeah, I would pull it at no later than the 2-minute, 30-second mark.
Goalkeeper stays in for now. I would expect the next stoppage of play, the Wildcats will pull Stevenson. But pressure right now being applied by the Sun Devils, not allowing U of A to get out of their own half. A line changes for U of A. ASU able to intercept through center ice. Nice pass, setting up Robinson one-on-one, and he'll lose track of it. And reinforcements will come for the Wildcats. Arizona through center ice, dumping it in behind. And a loose pass evades the blue line back to center ice, so everyone's going to have to reset. Another loose puck collected by the Sun Devils and picked the pocket of Kush, who tried to make a move. 2 minutes remaining. ASU leading by 2 and a big hit on the boards. You could hear it from up here. Here's Kush on the attack and airmailing his shot all the way over into the netting. Will stop the clock at 1:43 and a face-off ensues. Five, 3 the score. Approaching the 90-second mark.
There has been a camera put on the goalie in case he does leave the net. The viewer will see, or you as the viewers will see.
A perfect setup we have here this afternoon. We've got about 4 cameras at our disposal. 2 versus 2 for the Wildcats. And it's deflected in front. Approaching the final minute of play. Good job by ASU to not only win the battle on the boards, but also take some more precious time off the clock by battling on the boards. Stevenson continues looking to his bench as to whether or not he should come out or not. But for now, he remains in between the posts.
We are in the last minute of regulation for this game. I'd be looking out for the net, see if Wildcats.
45 seconds, saved by Benaldi. It's looking too little too late for the Wildcats if they are to even get one more in this match. 30 seconds remaining. The Wildcats just dumping it forward, trying to get numbers up, but they won't get it. ASU with just about everyone behind the play, milking the clock for all it's worth. Down to the last 15 seconds. Cats through center ice. No tripping. And a save by Benaldi on the glove. And that should just about do it. 11 seconds remaining in this game. So the next time you can watch the ASU Sun Devils will be Saturday against this very same opponent, just a different arena, about 5 or 10 feet from here. It's same facility, but different rink and different arena. As the goalkeeper Stevenson has now officially been pulled. But it does not seem that it will matter. Empty net for the Wildcats. Looking to keep the pressure on. Final 10 seconds. Puck deflected behind. And then a battle on the boards. And a catch to tip it. The icing on the cake was the last second effort by the Sun Devils, as we have some extracurriculars to finish this game off. One thing we do know for sure is that the Sun Devils will get their first win of 2024, taking down their arch rivals, the University of Arizona. Final score 5-3, and we'll take a look at Mark's 3 stars to tonight's game.
So nice 3 stars for number 3 on Matthew Gross. He had that goal that really, brought us out of that slump. Broke the tie of the game. And then we have Trevor Kennedy at second. He had our first goal for ASU this season. Also the first goal of the game. And at number 1, with the game-winning goal, I feel like he earned this title tonight. Caden Butler, he played an outstanding game tonight. Props to him and the rest of this ASU squad. We were told that we can get a post-game interview with one of the players. When that happens, you'll see it. Thank you for listening to my 3 stars. That's all I really have to say for now. I'll hand it over to you.
Sounds good. We'll take a look at the final numbers of tonight's game. As Mark mentioned, the opening goal for ASU in 2024 scored by Trevor Kennedy, assisted by Ty Marchant, both of their first goals and first assists of the year. Jack Curl then answered on the power play with his first goal of 2024, assisted by Chris McGovern, who has 5 assists on the year. And then a goal by ASU, Tyler Kiley Ram, scored, assisted by Wyatt Palmer and Carter Newland, to make it 2-1. ASU going into the second period of play. Dylan Walker scored to make it 2-2, assisted by Chris McGovern and Tristan Swiger. And then a goal by Will Josephson, assisted by Nicholas Chioka and Tristan Swiger again. Made it 3-2 Wildcats. And that was the last goal that U of A was going to score here this afternoon, as Matthew Gross tied us all up at 3 goals apiece, assisted by Ryan Robinson. And then in the third period, it was all ASU, with a goal scored by Caden Butler to make it 4-3. And then a goal scored by Austin Cameron to make it 5-3. And the icing on the cake. We'll see if we do have that player interview or not, or maybe they want to go celebrate and enjoy their Sunday with their first win of the year. So again, the next time you can watch ASU hockey will be on Saturday, October 12th. It won't be me and Mark. It'll be Niall Cooper and Brett Vaughn, who we are filling in for this afternoon. Wanted to give them a special thank you and a happy birthday to Brett, who turns 30 today. A happy 30th birthday to you, Brett. Hope you're enjoying your trip to California.
And we'll be back to that interview if it happens soon.
We'll keep you updated on that. Other games for ASU will be Friday, October 18th and Saturday, October 9th. Both of those games as well will be broadcasted here on the YouTube channel. So be sure to like and subscribe on that. Before we sign off, we'll take a break one more time before saying goodbye. So the Arizona State Sun Devils will step aside on the ACHA Sun Devils YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Mark Katowski. I'm with Caden Butler. Caden, you had that game-winning goal that really broke you guys from the tie. How would you say, that did for your momentum? What was it like on the bench after that one?
That was huge. Definitely got the boys going. I think we were going from the start, but that was a big help. We got all the momentum there, and yeah, it led to the fifth one. Cameron's, of course, and yeah, that's what we needed for sure.
So from a player's view, especially on the team, how would you say the chemistry? Do you guys think you guys are getting used to each other now, or how's that working?
Yeah, for sure. We had 2 months of practice or a month and a half, so a lot of time to work with each other. That first game, I think we got the jitters out of us, and better count the second one here.
Now, last question. I don't want to take too much of your time. If you guys got anything from this game, what would you say you guys gained as a team?
Confidence, I'd say for sure. Just we know we can do it. We know we're better than these guys. So yeah, definitely want to bring that for the third game. We want to win these next 3 for sure. Get the win.
All right, well, Mark Katowski, this was Caden Butler. Thank you for watching, and I am signing off. That was our interview.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
A great interview there with Mark and Caden Butler. Thank you for doing that, Mark. We appreciate you going all the way down the steps to find a Butler at the locker room. So again, we'll sign off. Here first, I wanted to say thank you, the listener or the viewer, however you may have tuned into this broadcast, and thanks for waiting for the interview and everything in between. So we appreciate your support here on the YouTube channel. Next, I'd like to thank the producer, Ben Smith, for everything that, I'm on camera. Okay, hold on a second. I want to say thank you to Ben for providing us with all the equipment and everything in between so that you're not only listening to the broadcast, but you're also watching the events unfold live. And and before signing off, Mark, come on into the frame. You did a fantastic job. I want to say thank you for just being a freshman in high school. You have a good future ahead of you.
Yeah, thank you again. Thanks to Ben. Well, we wouldn't be able to do anything without him. Just getting the cameras on. I'm going to hand it over to you. That's really all I have to say. But
Absolutely. So that brings me to the end of the broadcast. So once again, your final score, Sun Devils 5, Wildcats 3. And what was a tremendous affair here at Mullet Arena. So I'm Ryan Cirk, Mark Katowski, signing off one final time. We'll see you next time on the YouTube channel. Have a good rest of your Sunday, everybody.